Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Mohammed Saim Khan, and you very well know me. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Commerce, Aligarh Muslim University. And now we are in week two of this e commerce and digital marketing course. So, the very first topic of our discussion will be advantages of e commerce for businesses and consumers. Without any further ado, let's quickly jump to the contents. What are the contents we'll be discussing? What will be the structure of this video? Obviously, introduction to e-commerce again, and the advantages of e-commerce for businesses. Then we'll discuss some exp- the advantages like expanded market research, cost reduction and efficiency, and customer data and market intelligence, direct customer relationship and branding, etc., etc., leading to the conclusion of this particular video. So let's start with the introduction. So, as I have time and again told you that e-commerce has emerged as one of the most transformative developments in modern economic systems, fundamentally reshaping how businesses operate and how consumers engage in buying and selling activities, right? Defined as the exchange of goods and services through digital platforms, e commerce has evolved from a supplementary channel into a central component of global trade. The rapid growth of internet connectivity, smartphone usage, digital payment system, and logistics infrastructure has accelerated its adoption across both developed and developing economies, including India. The significance of e-commerce lies not merely in technological advancement, but in the structural advantages it provides. It eliminates traditional barriers such as geographic limitations, high operational costs, and limited consumer access to information. For businesses, it opens up opportunities, choice, and affordability. These advantages are not marginal improvements but fundamental changes that redefine commercial interactions. As digital ecosystems continue to expand, understanding the benefits of e commerce becomes essential for analyzing its rapid growth and long term impact on global and local markets. The following discussion explores these advantages in detail for both businesses and consumers. So now let's discuss the advantages of e-commerce for businesses. The very first one is expanded market reach and geographic liberation. So the most economically significant advantage of e-commerce for businesses is the removal of geographic constraints that have historically limited commercial scale. Right. In traditional commerce, business operations were closely tied to physical location. A merchant could serve only the nearby customers, typically within a limited distance, while retail stores depended on local footfall. Similarly, manufacturers could distribute goods only within regions supported by existing transportation infrastructure. These limitations restricted market reach and growth potential, making expansion costly and complex. E commerce has fundamentally eliminated these barriers. Business can now serve customers across cities, countries, and even continents through digital platforms. For example, a seller based in, say, Lucknow can easily reach customers in Mumbai, Delhi, or international markets without establishing physical stores. Buyers and sellers no longer need to be physically close, which significantly expand business opportunity. This geographic freedom greatly increases the potential market size. While a traditional store serves a limited local population, an e commerce business can access millions of online consumers. This is particularly beneficial for small and medium enterprises, the SMEs, which can now expand beyond local markets and without heavy investment. Moreover, e-commerce shifts competitive advantage from physical location to digital presence. Success now depends on factors such as online visibility, pricing, product quality, and customer services rather than store location. Thus, geographic liberation not only expands market but also transforms how businesses compete and grow in the digital economy. Next, let's talk about operational cost reduction and efficiency. So, e-commerce provides significant cost advantages compared to traditional retail operations, directly improving profitability and enabling competitive pricing. Businesses can either offer lower prices while maintaining margins or achieve higher profits at similar price levels. This dual benefit makes e commerce highly attractive for both new and established firms seeking growth and efficiency. Traditional retail involves high fixed costs that remain constant regardless of the sales volume. Major expenses include rent for physical stores, especially in premium locations, utilities, maintenance, and security. These costs are substantial and do not vary with customer traffic. Additionally, physical assets depreciate over time, adding to long term expenses. Even during periods of low sales, these costs must still be paid, reducing overall profitability. In contrast, just a second, yeah. In contrast, e commerce businesses operate with lower overhead costs. They do not require expensive retail spaces and can function from warehouses or small offices. While digital infrastructure such as servers and softwares requires investment, it is more scalable and less costly than maintaining multiple physical outlets. Labor costs. Labor costs are also lower in e-commerce. Traditional retail requires a large workforce, including sales and staff managers across different locations. E-commerce platforms relies more on automation, chatbots, and self-serving systems, reducing the need for extensive staffing. This this allows businesses to handle higher transactions volume with fewer employees. Supply chain efficiency further reduces costs. Real-time inventory tracking and warehouse management system optimizes storage and distribution. Automation streamlines processes such as order processing, billing, and shipment tracking, improving accuracy and reducing labor. Overall, e-commerce businesses often operate with 20 to 40% lower costs than traditional retailing, enhancing competitiveness and supporting long-term growth. Next one is customer data and market intelligence as strategic assets. So, traditional retail provides businesses with limited customer data. A store may track sales by product category, but has little insight into uh, customer behavior, right? Businesses often do not know who their customers are, what they prefer, or what influences their purchasing decisions. They also lack clarity on why a customer selects one product over another. As a result, decisions are made with incomplete market understanding. E commerce, in contrast, generates comprehensive customer data at a large scale. Every interaction searches, product views, time spent, reviews read, cart additions, purchases, returns, and feedbacks creates valuable information. This data is continuously collected and can be systematically analyzed for strategic use. Customer data becomes a powerful asset that enables competitive advantage. Advanced analytics and machine learning help identify patterns in preferences and behavior that are not visible otherwise. Businesses can predict customer needs, optimize product offerings, adjust pricing strategies, and improve marketing effectiveness with high precision. Personalization is one of the most important applications of this data. Platforms uh, like Amazon use browsing and purchasing history to recommend products tailored to individual users. These personalized recommendations significantly increases sales conversion rates compared to generic suggestions. Customer data also support product development and inventory decisions. By analyzing search patterns, businesses identify unmet demand. Return data highlights quality issues, while customer reviews reveal what features are valued most. This creates a feedback loop that drives continuous improvement. The importance of customer data in the digital economy is immense. Companies like Netflix and Amazon have built strong competitive positions through deep understanding of user behavior. Similarly, platforms like Flipkart succeed by effectively serving customer preferences, and businesses that leverage customer data gain long term advantages that strengthen their market position and drive sustained growth. Okay, next one is about direct customer relationship and brand building. So, traditional retail involves intermediaries between manufacturer and consumer. A clothing manufacturer usually sells product through wholesalers, distributors, and retailers who then sell to the final customers, right? In this system, the manufacturer has little direct interaction with consumers. Retail control customer relationships, including communication, purchase data, and feedback. As a result, manufacturers often lack clear insights into customer preferences and buying behavior. E commerce eliminates these intermediaries and enables direct relationships between manufacturers and the consumers. Businesses can sell products through their own online platforms, interact with customers directly, and receive immediate feedback. This allows companies to uh, better understand customer needs, preferences, and their satisfaction levels. One of the biggest advantages of this direct approach is that manufacturers can capture full profit margins, right? In traditional retail, intermediaries add significant markups, as we all know, reducing the manufacturer's share of revenue. In e-commerce, the absence of intermediaries allows businesses to offer competitive prices while maintaining higher profitability. Direct relationships also strengthen brand building. Companies can communicate their values, stories, and product benefits directly to customers without external influence. Social media and digital platform enable real-time engagement, improving customer experience and trust. Overall, uh, direct customer interaction enhances understanding, improves profitability, and builds strong brand loyalty. This shift from intermediary based systems to direct engagement creates long term competitive advantages and helps businesses establish a strong market position. Okay, coming to the next point, now we have dynamic pricing and revenue optimization. So, as we all know, that traditional retail operates with static pricing, right? A store displays price tags reflecting predetermined prices, and those prices typically remain constant unless items are placed on sale or clearance. The physical cost of changing price tags limits pricing flexibility. A store might adjust prices during seasonal sales, but cannot dynamically optimize prices based on real time demand or inventory levels. E-commerce enables dynamic pricing, the systematic adjustment of prices based on real time factors. Factors like current inventory levels, demand patterns, competitor pricing, time remaining until inventory expiration, customer segment characteristics, and dozens of other variables. Dynamic pricing systems can automatically adjust prices multiple times daily, optimizing revenue based on current conditions. Airlines pioneered this sophisticated approach pricing seats differently, right? Depending on demand, booking time, and customer characteristics, and the approach now pervades e-commerce. The revenue optimization enabled by dynamic pricing is substantial. Retailers, just a second. Retailers using dynamic pricing report revenue increase of 5 to 25% compared to static pricing for equivalent product volumes. Higher priced items are automatically reduced in price when inventory accumulates, avoiding clearance losses. Lower priced items see prices increase when demand spikes, capturing additional revenue from price inelastic customers. Prices are customized by customer segment, offering student or bulk purchases different prices reflecting their demonstrated price sensitivity. The sophistication of dynamic pricing systems has reached remarkable levels. Some systems optimize prices based on competitor pricing and inventory levels monitored in real time. From a business strategic perspective, dynamic pricing represents a fundamental advantage unavailable to traditional retail. It transforms pricing from a static decision made periodically to a dynamic, continuous optimization process that responds to market conditions. This pricing flexibility allows e commerce businesses to maximize revenue and profitability in ways traditional retail cannot match. Okay, now let's come to the advantages of e commerce for consumers. So the very first one we have convenience and elimination of shopping friction. So, the most immediately obvious advantage of e commerce for consumers is convenience. The ability to shop from home or anywhere with internet connectivity at any time of day or night without traveling to physical locations. For consumers, this convenience advantage is genuinely profound. In traditional retail, shopping involves significant time and effort investment. A consumer must decide what to purchase, travel to a retail location involving time and transportation costs, navigating the physical store to find the products, potentially search basically multiple locations to compare alternatives, stand in checkout lines, and travel home. For complex purchases requiring a comparison across multiple retailers, this process might consume several hours. E commerce shopping can occur in minutes. A consumer can search for a product, compare options, read reviews, and complete purchase all within 10 to 15 minutes without leaving home. This time saving accumulates to substantial economic value, particularly for working professionals and time constrained individuals. A professional earning significant hourly income saves far more through e-commerce than through time-saving grocery stores or fast food restaurants. Parents of young children find e-commerce invaluable as shopping from home eliminates the challenges of managing children in a retail environment. Elderly individuals with mobility limitations gain access to uh, variety of products rather, and purchasing ability otherwise unavailable. Geographic isolation that previously limited customer choice, like someone in a remote village could only purchase what local traders stocked. That has been eliminated. A consumer in rural Uttar Pradesh now has access to product selection equivalent to someone in New Delhi or say Mumbai. Next advantage is unlimited product selection and availability. So physical retail faces absolute constraints on uh, product selection imposed by shelf space limitation, right? A typical supermarket might offer 30,000 to 50,000 products. A large departmental store might offer 1 lakh plus products, but the product universe, uh, all product manufactured and available globally encompasses millions of distinct products, right? Physical retail can never approach this universe given physical space constraints. E-commerce faces no such constraints. An e-commerce platform can represent millions of distinct products without requiring proportional physical space. Amazon carries over 350 million distinct products globally. Flipkart in India carries over 100 million products. This product variety is impossible in physical retail. For consumers, this abundance of selection increases the probability of finding exactly what they want rather than settling for uh, available alternatives. This product abundance enables access to specialized and niche products previously available only through specialized retailers or some mail order systems. A person interested in, say, Japanese cooking can find specialized ingredients and equipments online, which is not the case offline. A, a person interested in obscure music genre can find albums impossible to locate in physical retail. A person seeking rare books can find them through online marketplaces. This democratization of access to product variety represents significant consumer advantages. E-commerce platform typically display real-time inventory showing customers whether products are in stock before they click to purchase. Some platforms allow pre-ordering or reserving products, allowing customers to secure items before they reach physical stores. Next advantage is pricing advantages and cost savings. So, e-commerce typically offers prices 15 to 35% lower than the traditional retail for equivalent products, with variation depending on product category and the market. These price advantages accrue directly to consumers as cost savings. For a consumer purchasing goods worth rupees 2000 monthly, 20% saving translates to rupees 4800 annual savings, a substantial amount for middle class income households. These price advantages arise from multiple sources. E-commerce's lower operating costs compared to traditional retail, elimination of intermediary markups through direct manufacturer selling, lower overhead for digital commerce compared to physical storefronts. So these cost advantages are passed to consumer as lower prices, particularly in competitive markets where multiple e-commerce platforms drive pricing competition. Price transparency represents another consumer advantage. In traditional retail, comparing prices across multiple retailers requires visiting multiple stores. In e-commerce, price comparison is instantaneous. Browser extensions and price comparison websites allow customers to see prices across multiple sellers in seconds, just on a click of a button. The transparency prevents retailers from maintaining inflated prices and encourages competitive pricing throughout markets. Flash sales and promotional pricing that would be impractical in traditional retail become routine in e-commerce. Platforms regularly run time limited sales, often creating urgency around purchasing. Consumer benefits from access to significant discounts if they monitor platforms regularly. The ability to capture discounts, sometimes 30 to 50% off for limited periods, provides substantial savings for strategic, attentive customers. Next advantage is informed decision making and market information. Traditional retail provides consumers with limited product information. Store displays show product packaging and might include basic descriptions. Salesperson may or may not be knowledgeable or objective. Mm, Comparing detailed specifications and features across product categories requires research beyond what retail environments provide. E-commerce platforms provide comprehensive product information, detailed description, multiple high quality photographs from multiple angles, technical specification, and often video demonstrations enables consumers to understand product thoroughly. This information depth far exceeds what physical retail provides. A consumer can learn everything about a product's dimension, material, technical specification, and capabilities before purchasing. Customer reviews and ratings represent perhaps the most valuable consumer advantage. A consumer considering a product can read feedback from hundreds of people who have actually purchased and used the product. These reviews provide authentic assessment of quality, durability, performance, and value, typically far more credible than manufacturer claims or retailer salespeople claims. The willingness of consumers to publish negative reviews and the platform's display of these negative reviews provide transparency impossible in traditional retail. Expert content, comparison guides, and detailed buying guides further assess decision making. E-commerce platforms and surrounding ecosystem publish extensive content helping consumers understand product categories and make optimal choices. This information reduces information asymmetry between sellers and consumers, enabling better purchasing decisions. Next one is safety, security, and consumer protection. So, e-commerce platform typically implement sophisticated payment security measures, encryption, tokenization, and fraud detection system protects customers' financial information substantially better than traditional retail. A consumer using a credit card through a secure e-commerce platform has protection against unauthorized charges that physical payment methods cannot provide. For certain product categories, e-commerce eliminates physical safety concern associated with traditional shopping. A woman can safely purchase electronics, jewelry, or other valuables from home without carrying cash or valuables in public. Avoiding crowded road retail locations during period of social unrest, disease outburst, or weather events becomes what possible. Money back guarantees and consumer protection policies on e-commerce platform reduces purchase risk. Many platforms offer 30-day money back guarantees with minimal friction. If a consumer receives a product they are unsatisfied with, they can typically return it for a refund without extensive justification. Buyer protection programs ensure that if a seller fails to deliver or deliver substandard products, the consumer receives recourse. There's safety, security, and consumer protection. Okay, so coming to the conclusion, the advantages that e-commerce provides to businesses and consumers together explain its explosive growth and continued expansion. These advantages are not marginal improvements over traditional commerce but represent fundamental structural benefits uh, embedded within electronic commerce. For businesses, e-commerce provides geographic liberation, operational cost reduction, customer intelligence, direct brand relationships, pricing flexibility, and business model innovation. These advantages compound to create competitive capabilities that traditional retail cannot match. For consumers, e commerce provides convenience, product selection, pricing advantages, market information, safety, and personalization. These advantages have fundamentally altered shopping behavior and consumer expectations. These advantages do not occur uniformly across all contexts. Significant limitation and challenges exist for certain products and population. Nevertheless, the aggregate advantages have proven sufficiently compelling to drive rapid adoption globally, transformation of commercial behavior, and the emergence of e-commerce as increasingly dominant commercial paradigm. So, with this, it's a thank you. So we'll meet in the next video. Have a nice day.